Hey, so I went to the dentist the other day. They said my shit was straight. So I got flex on them one time. But welcome to the second episode of season 5 of the Final Score. My name is Jaylen Brinson. If you're new to my page, please like and subscribe. This is my second video of the Final Score on YouTube. So in the second episode of the Final Score, if you didn't see the first episode, it was just NBA draft recap, and my first video was a About Me page. So if you haven't checked out my first two videos on my YouTube page, please go ahead and do that. The first topic in today's episode of the Final Score, gotta talk about the NBA free agency so far. It's only been 2 days, I believe, and it was the first day actually yesterday. LeBron James, he already knows headline news, blowing up on Twitter, even more than Power was. Power be popping, so the fact that LeBron even was on the world news, so everyone's tuning into what LeBron's decision was. So LeBron signed a 4-year max deal to the Los Angeles Lakers, and I saw it coming. Everyone saw it coming. My favorite sports analyst, Stephen A. Smith, saw it coming. LeVar Ball saw it coming. I agree with Stephen A. Smith saying better for the league for LeBron James to be going to the LA Lakers, but he's not going to beat anybody with what he has there now. So I don't really know what to expect from this. Was definitely just a family decision. LeBron James, he's going to get his buckets, but I saw Terrence Ross tweeted, he's like, LeBron James went to the Cleveland Cavaliers of the West, and I don't even know if I feel like I wouldn't do them that dirty. The LA Lakers have more potential as far as how many young players they have than the Cavaliers did this past season, but the West is a different animal. You got teams, the AFC, the Minnesota Timberwolves have Karl Anthony Towns, Jimmy Butler, and Andrew Wiggins. Like I said, it's just a whole different beast in the West. LeBron has never played in the West. A lot of people are saying the Warriors are losing their fans because they're going to go back to Southern California. I don't know about that. The Warriors are the NBA champions, so it doesn't really matter to the Warriors what LeBron did, because they beat him 3 of the last 4 years, so they have nothing to worry about. They're not worried about LeBron. Now, if the Lakers can get Kawhi Leonard somehow still this offseason, might be a little bit of noise, might make conference finals versus the Warriors. But I still believe, I said about 2 days ago, that Paul George made a horrible decision by staying with the OKC Thunder. I still live by that. I feel like he was too scared to sign with the Lakers and then see that LeBron James went somewhere else. Or maybe he just wanted the money. But at the end of the day, I remember he was talking about going to LA last season, so I don't really know why he decided to stay on OKC. Maybe he developed a relationship with Russ and Hoodie Melo, but being from LA, and he was talking about going to LA to Indiana. Maybe he just wanted out of Indiana, I don't know. But I still feel like he didn't make the right decision. He should have went with LeBron to LA, and then maybe they could trade some pieces for Kawhi. But what I don't want to see Kawhi on the San Antonio Spurs this next season, but I feel like that's going to be his only option at this point, because a lot of teams are talking about getting them, but they're not willing to give up what the Spurs are going to ask for. And organizations are not going to finesse the Spurs. They have too much rich history, dynasty. They basically like the New England Patriots of the NBA, so I just don't see the Spurs getting finessed like that. It looks like Kawhi's going to be on the Spurs for one more season. He might sit out, he might not, but either way, he's probably not going to put his all into the season. But like I said, Greg Popovich isn't going to get finessed by any of these teams out here. If they're going to get rid of Kawhi, they're going to get a lot back. And I don't think teams are willing to give up so much for Kawhi Leonard. So like I said, Paul George re-signed with the OKC Thunder. I know Russell Westbrook's happy because a lot of analysts, if Paul George left, would have been like, Russell Westbrook scares away talent and superstars. He scared away KD. He couldn't even get Paul George re-signed. But they had a whole party in OKC before Paul George re-signed. He was like, I'm here for the long run. I'm here to stay. All that jaja. But Paul George, man, you messed up, man. I wanted to give the Warriors a challenge. You could have came to LA and then hyped y'all up just for y'all to lose in 4 or 5 to the Warriors in the playoffs next year. But he talking about the Thunder gonna make some noise, so we'll see. We'll see about that. Chris Paul, of course, people were saying he could potentially sign with LeBron too in LA, but I knew Chris Paul was going back to the Houston Rockets regardless. I feel like he likes playing with James Harden too much. They had a great chemistry last year, and they had the best record in the league and almost knocked off the defending champions. So it would have been dumb for Chris Paul to follow LeBron. If anything, he was recruiting LeBron to come to Houston, but obviously that didn't work. So he went ahead and signed his max deal as well, 4-year max deal, over $150+ million. So CP3 will be in Houston for the next couple of years to come. DRose, surprising sign. I root for him because a lot of people say his career was over after his knee injuries, and he's just trying so hard to fight back. And he got a 1-year deal with the team he finished with last year in the Minnesota Timberwolves. So I'm just glad the Timberwolves given him a chance. His old coach Tom Thibodeau is the head coach, so obviously there's a factor in it as well. Of course, your old coach, the coach that drafted you, is going to have faith in you if anyone else is. DeAndre Jordan signed with the Dallas Mavericks, and I was really hoping that the Golden State Warriors could sign him, because the one thing we've been lacking over the last couple of years in our championship run is a big-time, well-known center. So I was hoping we got him after we just lost JaVale McGee to the Lakers, trader, but I guess JaVale McGee doesn't want any more rings either, like LeBron. But yeah, so I was hoping DeAndre Jordan wanted to go to Golden State, but he wanted Dallas. It was probably definitely Golden State probably wasn't going to pay DeAndre Jordan what Dallas Mavericks were willing to pay him, so I could see what he was doing there. It's a lot of times people say it's not about the money, it's about winning, but it is about them coins. It's about securing that bag, you feel me? Golden State Warriors fan in me just wanted him to sign with Golden State kind of bad. So, but on the bright side, Golden State and Kevin Durant almost have come to a conclusion on a deal, a 2-year max with a player option. There was talks about LeBron hitting up KD to come to LA with him, and I wasn't really worried about that because KD is a winner and he came to Golden State to win. So he won 2 straight championships. I don't think he wants to just let that go on playing with alongside LeBron. So I feel like he's making the right choice, and I'm happy that he's staying with Golden State. He likes playing with Steph, Clay, and Dre and them boys. So I'm happy that he decides it's deciding to stay. So there's been a couple more signings. Aaron Gordon returning to Orlando Magic. Ilyasova goes back to the Milwaukee Bucks. Trevor Ariza signs with the Suns. So there's still a couple more people out there. They got Marcus Cousins still going to be talking to a couple teams. I heard he's going to talk to LA. And Nerlens Noel just signed with the Thunder, I believe, this morning, trying to basically booster their chances in the West. So there's still a couple guys out there that are looking for a team to sign to. It was only the first day. It was just a lot of happening the first day of the NBA free agency this offseason, but there's still those role players out there that you need to sign to be able to win championships. You may look at KD and Steph and Clay and Dre and say they were the core of the Golden State Warriors the last three championships out of 4 years, but strength and numbers were the hashtag for a reason. They had a lot of guys come off the bench over the years, different names, but they all made their impact when it was their time, and that's what a role player is. They come on the court and they fulfill their role. Aside from the NBA free agency, I was shocked. This was shocking news to me. I don't know about anybody else, but a lot of my followers and a lot of people I follow on social media, you know, going to school at ODU and the 7-5. Kam Chancellor just retired, and I saw a lot on social media about how people felt, different perspectives about him retiring. But he was only 30 years old. He played 8 years in the NFL with the one team, Seattle Seahawks, and I don't blame him, for real. Got neck injuries, and he even said at the end of his retirement statement that he doesn't know how his head will be or how his health will be following this retirement, but he's just telling everyone to pray for him, because you know that's just the reality of the NFL. When you take all those hits, you never know how you can end up with CTE or something, permanent brain injury for the rest of your life. So retiring at 30, he already won a Super Bowl, he's been to a couple Pro Bowls. I don't blame him. Well, I feel like once you win a championship in your sport, you can really retire whenever you want, especially if you've been in a league 4 or 5 plus years. Like, I mean, what else do you have to prove? So he played with one team. That's all he was willing to do, and I respect him for that. I respect him for his statement. I respect him for basically putting slight awareness to CTE and head injuries in general in the NFL. So I'm gonna be praying for you, Kam Chancellor. Great career. Nothing but respect for you, and I hope you remain healthy for the rest of your life and don't have to suffer from any head injuries or neck injuries that you may have suffered during your tenure. I actually don't have any out-of-pocket segments or anyone that I saw was out of pocket this past week. So the professional world out there, professional sports world, you're lucky. You're lucky, because usually in school with Trey, we also didn't sometimes have an out-of-pocket segment throughout the week. But just know, if it's bad enough, you're gonna be on here. And don't worry, because I can make multiple videos, so mess up, you're gonna be on the out-of-pocket segment. If you like this video, please like and subscribe. Thank you for watching Season 5, Episode 2 of The Final Score. My name is Jaylen Brinson. Hey, hold up. Who's really out of pocket? Skip Bayless said, Skip Bayless said, the best player in the East right now is Joel Embiid. The best player in the East is Joel Embiid, though. When that boy don't even have a nickname. He don't have a shoe coming out. He ain't dropping triple doubles at 7 foot, running point guard in the Midwest. You know who I'm talking about? Talking about Giannis Antetokounmpo. That's the best player in the East. Come on now. You just woke up a beast. Antetokounmpo tweeted after Skip Bayless did. He's like, that's all the motivation I needed for this off season. And I'm trying to tell you, the king of the East is Giannis Antetokounmpo. So Skip Bayless, you are out of pocket. I cannot believe that you said Joel Embiid, though. Come on now.
I do what I do. All-Star weekend, I was getting packing. Heard you got shit, so nigga, you lacking. Big body, bad beat when they back in. Real street nigga buying bags with the back end. These niggas ain't authentic, they acting. And I ain't getting to the money, they capping. What happened? I thought you was a real one. Solitary stones in my ear, these the clear ones. These diamond dancing too loud in my ear, so I don't hear them. My